post is from a page called NBA Debates on Instagram. I don't want to take credit for this guy's work, but I will kind of critique some of these comparisons. First, you got Tyrese Maxey. His floor being Steve Francis and his ceiling being Allen Iverson. I actually think Maxey is way more efficient than Iverson was, and he's also a better shooter, so in a way he could end up being a better player. Theoretically, of course. Steve Francis's floor is very agreeable, but I honestly think he's better than Steve Francis already, even though Steve Francis was an absolute hooper during his time. Anthony Edwards, I think the floor and the ceiling are almost perfect. The floor with Vince Carter is great, and then Dwayne Wade, you also have him. Now, unlike the career accolade prediction, I think Anthony Edwards could find his way into winning an MVP. And I think he could even supersede what D-Wade did because his shooting, again, is much better. Anthony Edwards is quietly shooting 40% from three so far this year, averaging basically 35 and 5, which is effectively prime Michael Jordan numbers. Either way, Ant's going to be an all-time great. It's just a matter of what the Timberwolves can put around him. Paolo Banchero has always struck me as an interesting case, because he could either be a really good forward or the best player in the league. If you don't know how nice Grant Hill was in his prime, you got to go look at some film. I completely agree with that take. Paolo Banchero has the abilities to do everything on the court at the forward position. He is 6'10", smooth as silk, great jumper. I just need Paolo to stay healthy and get the heck out of Orlando. Deni Avdija is kind of a guy who's come onto the scene recently. After a very quiet first couple of years, he's all of a sudden an all-star and 25-point per game scorer. If he wants to be on a championship team, I could see him playing a Tony Kukoc kind of role. Incredibly skilled off the bench, can score from anywhere. Hedo Turkoglu is also a really good comparison, because Turkoglu was again another one of those foreign guys who could just do everything on the court, kind of like Deni Avdija does. Don't know if he'll ever be an MVP caliber player, but if Deni gets on a good team where he has a great role, then you need to watch out for him because he is going to be a major contributor. And then the last one I'm going to do is Jalen Williams. Jaylen Brown is a very high floor. You're talking about 30 plus points per game. A guy who was a second option on a championship team, and again, I guess Jalen Williams was that, but seeing what Jaylen Brown's done this year, that's a high floor. And then you have Scottie Pippen. There are some similarities there. He could be the Scottie Pippen to SGA's Michael Jordan in a sense. Again, another guy that just needs to stay healthy. But Jalen Williams is going to be a fantastic player. Let me know what you guys think about these comparisons.